is in the house. Cruising down the road, bumping bass, feel the thrill. Subwoofers banging hard, yeah, we're making a scene. Windows down, hair flying, got the vibe, what a chill. Lights flashing bright, we're in a bass machine. With pretty ladies hanging tight inside this rolling show. Every car statement, yeah, we own this night. Let it flow. Get loud, turn it up to shake the ground. Get loud, feel the music all around. Get loud, yeah. Get loud, drop the bass on the crowd. Get low, get down, let it hit the ground. Turn it up, smell the smoke in the air. Crank it up all the way, like you just don't care. Throw that hair. Feel the beat, feel the drive, let that be talk, feel alive. Bass pounding down the line, move your body, breaks the time. Let it shake, let it roll, kick drums echo in your soul. Deep vibrations, take control, feel the music, make it whole. Get loud, turn it up to shake the ground. Get loud, feel the music all around. Get loud, yeah. Get loud, get loud, get loud, get loud.
What's up, guys? I'll give you a chance to adjust your microphone or your sound because I'm louder today. I have my mic actually working this round. We're not running off that stupid webcam microphone, which has been plaguing me and taking over for a while. I have gotten that sorted, so my sound should be a whole lot better than normal. I know this is not the normal time for the stream, so just letting you know, this particular episode is dedicated to Andy, Living Loud with Andy. If you guys haven't ever been there, you need to head over to Living Loud with Andy on YouTube and sub up, watch his stuff. He does 2 streams a week, usually on Tuesday and Friday at night, and I can't remember the time because I'm old and my brain is old and I have old man brain, but he does it and he's awesome to watch. Even if you're not into car audio, even if you're not into kicker, you will enjoy his show. So there is that. And we've already been joined by Bobby Burkett. Of course, Bobby B is in the house, and Jason E. Wing has also made himself known. So tonight, because this is a bit of a spontaneous thing, PSC, CA, my bad, I'm not doing good. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry to hear that, brother. I'm glad you stopped in, and I hope you get to feeling better, okay? And Travis Taylor said, "What's up, bro? What's up, Travis?" So recently, Andy ran into some problems, and his family's having some issues right now. I'm not going to talk about that specifically. I'll let him talk about it in his next live show. But just know that he needs best wishes and prayers. If you're a religious person, please pray for him and his family, because he's going through some rough times right now. And it's just about the worst you're going to get, about the worst times you can have, you know. But there's a sunrise on the other side of the sunset. Andy, if you're listening to this show, just know that there's a sunset and then there's a sunrise, okay? It will come up again and you will be able to move forward. Having said that, I have been working on the Tahoe, and I have been putting together the back wall. You guys will see the video. It's going to be up tonight, sometime late tonight. I just got done editing it, and I'm working on. I'm trying to do multiple things at one time. Normally, Andy would do a show tonight, but since he is probably not going to do a show, he may. I don't know, but it should start like when this one ends. So that's not really a major issue. But if he doesn't, I am covering for that tonight. I'm going to, anybody, most of the people that watch his show also watch mine. So if you guys pop in, you'll know what's going on. If you don't know, you'll find out. Okay. Anyway, so working on that back wall got me to thinking about something. I was watching a video of mine showing everything flexing as the subwoofer's playing. Now here's the thing. You see the title down here? It's on this side. It's my backwards. Yeah. Why your box needs to be rigid. This also means why your cab needs to be rigid. Why everything in the environment that you're going to play bass in needs to be as rigid as possible. Think about it like this. Your subwoofer is moving like this. It's compressing air, right? As it's compressing air, if the rest of the cab is expanding with it, then you're not compressing as much air. You're literally giving up bass big time by letting the cab expand like that. Okay, so whenever your subwoofer is playing, if you've got a set of 15s or whatever you've got in your vehicle, and you're trying to create sound pressure, if you allow the rest of the cab and the environment that it's playing into to expand, you're literally sacrificing that pressure. It's going away. Think about it like this, to put a couple of examples. Let's say you're trying to jack up a car with a jack. And on top of the jack, between the jack and the car, you put a pillow. Now you're jacking into the pillow, and the car's not moving. You're putting all that energy into that pillow, and then finally at some point it starts raising the car up. Same thing. If you're not restricting the air pressure as you're making it, you're not creating bass. So that's a big major sacrifice. And the same goes for the enclosure. The enclosure itself, whenever your subwoofer is designed to play in an enclosure, that means it requires so much back pressure behind it, restrictive air inside that box. And that is to allow the subwoofer to have a spring to play against, right? And that air inside compresses, that allows the subwoofer to have some suspension system. When they design the woofer itself, they design it with the enclosure in mind. So if you take it out of the enclosure, it's not going to have the right suspension. It has to be in the correct size enclosure that's correctly holding back the air pressure so that your subwoofer's suspension is complete. It's not complete until it's in the right enclosure. In that same regard, you've got to have a stiff box. If the box itself is flexing, then it's actually not the same as it should be. You see what I'm saying? So having a rigid enclosure in a rigid environment is going to give you the most control for your subwoofer and also the most bass output on the other end. They're both very important. I mean, there's only so much you can do in a vehicle because it is, a vehicle. I mean, it's got stuff inside. You got dashboard, you got doors, you got things that move and wiggle. But restricting that movement as much as you can is going to increase the bass. It's literally going to get louder just by making the cab more rigid. One of the places you can do the best, quickest, biggest improvement is, of course, to make your roof more rigid so that it doesn't bounce up and down, and also to restrict the movement of your windshield. Because most of the time that area where your roof and your windshield meet get really beat up on because it's a big, long, flat space with no bracing in it. And so it takes a brunt of it, and that windshield will get to flexing, the roof will get to flexing, they'll get to flexing together, and that's a bad thing. Number one, if you have enough power, you can break your windshield. And number two, you're losing bass. That's why the big guys, the ones that run crazy loud systems, have a really thick bulletproof windshield and have completely, squished, decked out wooden or metal reinforced roofs, and they have poles, the stripper pole, to come up right there where that windshield and roof meet to prevent all that flexing, because they know how much bass they're losing right there. Let's see what we got going on here. Bobby said the jack and the pillow don't sound right. Bobby, you're a twisted individual, my friend. But I was thinking about some different ones. There's lots of different ways of looking at that. But essentially, you want your pressure to be against something that restricts, that holds it back. If you put it together with you're trying to blow up build up air pressure in something. If the thing you're building, like the air tank, right? If the air tank is made out of a balloon, it's never going to get very much pressure in it because your balloon is just going to keep expanding. It's got to restrict it and hold it back. Let's see what we got going on over here in the chat. In the chat section. Bobby B, Travis, everybody's popping in. I don't think he's posted a link yet. I got you, brother. He said the jack and the pillow don't sound right. D. Hermanson said, "What's up, Bassheads? What's up, D? How are you, sir?" And Bass Kitties. Yeah, we have a few. I know we have at least one, but I think we have several Bass Kitties that are in the that will be listening to this at some point in time. We also have about 20% females on my channel, so go figure that one out. I didn't know there was 20%. I mean, that's the thing. You go to a show, go to a bass show, and if you look around, a big one, about 20% of the people out there are going to be female. I mean, sure, there's going to be some that are just there because their husband is there, obviously. But there's a large portion that'll have their own builds and they'll be participating in all the stuff. So there are female bass heads out there. There's quite a few of them. Granted, males outnumber them, but that doesn't make them any less important. So I'm down with it. D said, I got one too. I got two. Wow, my brain is completely messed up. I got two. One on my lap now. Yeah, baby. Well, hi. Little D, how's it going? So this is the thing that we get into, guys. And working on this enclosure setup in the back of my Tahoe got me to thinking about the pressure and the situations that you run into with pressure. There's a lot of attributes though to consider if you're doing a system for SQ. Having surfaces that are not hard are ideal for SQ, and that's the thing. It doesn't have to be a squishy pillow, but having something like a fabric, some kind of material on the surface to help stop the reflection of the mids and highs, especially, is where the problem comes in, so that they're not reflecting as much. Because when you're listening to an SQ setup, you don't want reflections. You've already got windows, and the glass is extremely good at reflecting sound. You can't get rid of those, right? So the idea is to have the speakers positioned in such a way that the sound from the drivers gets to your ears before it reflects off of things. And that's why you see people running the speakers up in the A-pillars, is because there allows them to turn those speakers and aim them straight at their listening position so that you're getting all the sound. The most of what you're getting is straight from the speaker and not from sound bouncing off of a hard surface and coming back. Because whenever that happens, it causes it to scatter and it causes all sorts of weird anomalies. You want that sound as directly from the speaker to your ear as you can get it. That's a thing. But you still have the lag of the reflections that are happening in the background. So even if you've got the speakers firing straight at your head, right, there's still sound that's going to bounce around the vehicle and going to eventually get to your ears. And the less of that you have, the better. And the way you can eliminate that is by putting padding surfaces around everywhere in your listening environment, having it like padded. Carpet, material, some kind of little fuzzy bits like a headliner, carpet on the floor. The doors are hard, so getting those softened up, all that stuff will help with that reflection issue. This is why when you get in a vehicle like mine with this big old hardwood wall back here, it sounds different. Even just the mids and highs sound different. And it's because that big, huge, hard surface is a massive reflecting panel. So that sound is coming up here, going by your ears, hitting your ears, bouncing off that wall and hitting your ears again. And that messes the sound all up. It works really good for bass. That's the other thing. When you want to make a lot of bass, you want to eliminate as many soft, cushy surfaces as you can and get as much hard surfaces as you can. So it's like to get extremely loud bass and extreme sound quality, they can never coexist. You can't get the middle. You can't make them both happen at maximum level. You have to find a middle ground and somewhere in there that you're willing to be okay with it, because you can't do both to the extreme level. They just don't work together. Having said that, I am more of a in the middle kind of guy, so I give up on the sound pressure and I give up on the SQ, and I find somewhere in the middle where it's nice and loud, and I crank the snot out of it, and we call it good, because that's how I roll. I am a bass head, number one. Let's see what we got going on here. D is talking. That's what we got. What you got to say, brother? Can't wait for Big Jeff to get them new Basshead Garage SPL meters. I know, man. I saw that, and I said, I need that in my life. I need one of those in my life. He never responded. I'm going to have to talk to him. What do you think of them? Have you used them? No, I have not. I will be in contact with Basshead Garage about it, though, and find out what I can find out about them. See what they're stacking them against as far as SPL meters go, how they rank against other stuff. Are numbers going to be, lining up with the stuff we're used to using? Because it's good equipment. These guys are good guys and they're good people, and they build good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. But I haven't yet. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to it though. I am going to be getting my my dyno. What do you call it? The Basshead Garage watt meter. I'm going to be getting that installed within this week sometime, or next week sometime. So you guys been kind of waiting for that to happen. It's coming. I just had to get a bunch of other stuff done, and when you see what I did today, you'll be like, oh, you've been busy. See, I edited this thing down to like a 15-minute video, but the first video before I did all the editing was 2.5 hours long. That's just bits and pieces. That isn't the whole project. That was just what I had on video. So I had to do a lot to shrink it a lot, because it was 2.5 hours of stuff, and so I broke it down to like 15 minutes, and I think it's watchable and understandable. But there's so much goes into it. Whenever you go to do a project and you have to shoot a video of the project at the same time, it's going to take like 4 times as long, and it's going to be much more difficult, because everything you do you have a tripod in front of you. So when you're working on something, you're either, the tripod is either right beside you or in front of you. It changes the entire way you have to look at every project, and you have to work around. It's like having somebody standing in front of you watching what you're doing while you're doing it. Imagine a kid right in front of you and you working over their shoulders. That's basically what you're doing the entire time. And of course, the kid doesn't move on his own. You got to drag him around and put him in the way, and then do your thing, and then move over here and put the kid in front of you again and do the thing again. So there's a lot that goes into the whole videoing of everything. It's crazy. So I saw Travis pop in a while ago, but I don't think he stuck around. Travis did make an appearance, but I didn't. He pops in for every video. Every time I go live, he'll pop in at least for a minute. But he's working on his stuff, and he's got some cool things going on, and he's got that van rolling hard. And what is that? Oh, he sent me another picture. I'll show you guys one that maybe, yeah, I'll show you guys this. This is something one of the guys in Team Savage Sounds is working on. This is his build, and he's already put it out on public, so I'm sure he's okay with me listing it. And you guys want to see some cool box work, I'll show you. Hang tight just a second here. Let's see here. Do. There we go. So yeah, go ahead and max out your drills, man. I know you guys are like, what? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That thing is beautiful. And here's some more shots. He's going to have 412s in it, tuned to 40 hertz. It's going to slam like a beast. And quite beautiful. His work is always phenomenal. And he hasn't got it stained yet. He's still got to stain it yet. But if you guys are looking to get a custom enclosure built and you're not capable of doing the thing, you can head over to GP Car Audio, and Isaac's going to be the man. He's going to be doing most of the design work. So you can tell him to go crazy and just do whatever, and you can end up with something like this, or give him specifics and he can build it. He runs the machine over there, and he comes up with the designs, and the kid is absolutely phenomenal with what he does. So as you can see, this is, something he just whipped up. So you get an idea of what's going on with that. That's pretty cool. I think it's cool. You like that, huh? I told you guys, man. I got my ear to the ground. He's one of our teammates. Isaac's doing. Oh my God, there's a cat. I'm scrolling Facebook now, y'all. So just so you know. But yeah, he does crazy work, man. Oh, there's Felipe. What's he got going on here? It's trippy to see this. That's not his build though. Anyway, Felipe is another one that has bonkers stuff that he does. Let's see if Felipe has posted anything recently. He posted that, but I don't think that's his. Nope, I don't see anything. He's got his build is really sick. Have you guys seen? It's in one of my videos where he has the sick Tahoe build or something like that, and it's got all the lights in the back of the thing. It looks like a pinball machine and a laser light show combined together. It's freaking insane. That's his build, and so he's got some crazy stuff. His build is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, if you're into the color, the lights and the light shows and stuff, then you'll totally understand that. Oh, that's one of his, I think. I think I might. Well, no, that's not. What is that? I was trying to find something. Anyway, I give up. So do you guys have any questions of me this evening? This is an impromptu show, man. I didn't have a whole lot of stuff to talk about. So we're going to be doing an interactive thing. You guys have to enter active before it's not, or else it's just not active. It's just enter. Anything you want to know about what I've got going on, because I do have a thing. And it's going to be cool. And I'm still deciding on what I'm going to do in the what I'm actually going to finish the back off with, but I've got the blank slate done, and it's there now. It's like a canvas waiting for a painting, and I'm deciding on how I'm going to play it. So when you see the video come up here, sometime maybe an hour or two after we get off here, throw in your ideas, what you think I'm going to do, or what I should do. I obviously want to have some advertisement going on of some kind, maybe. I want to do something like that. I don't know. But I got to wait until I see what I'm going to work with. Where I'm going to put speakers back there, maybe put subwoofers back there. I don't know. Some kind of like minor stunt wall, possibly. Thinking about possibly putting this back here. It's kind of a thing because I really like my plaque. And I can move it and I want to do some more stuff in here. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. I could get something made specifically for that. Could put, well, I can't even reach over there. But my fingers, it's so hard to do this. This thing. I could put that back there. That's a thing. But what I've got, and when you see the video, then you'll see what I'm talking about. It'll all make sense then. But what I've got going on is I'm thinking we're going to do a mini stunt wall, and I got to wait on. That's the thing, is I got to wait on some equipment that I don't have yet, because what is the date? It might be in by now. I'll have to contact them over at Slapz and see. But if Slapz has got some 8s, they got 6.5s, 8s, and 10s. And I'm wanting to do some 10-inch mids in the front. I'm going to end up, over the winter, I'm going to do my doors. I'm doing a door build this next winter. So, little, advanced notice. You guys are watching the live. You get to find out the cool things that are in the future. And I'm going to do probably a 10 in each door, and then down low, down where your speakers normally go, down in that area. And then I'm going to do up higher the 2 6.5s and tweeters. So I don't know exactly the layout's going to be, but I know that the 10s are going to be down low, and that the 6.5s or the upper mids are going to be up high, so that the sound field is up and they're nice and clear. That's kind of what I got in my brain. Again, it's all up in the air, but it's something that I want to do this winter, is try to do a door build. I hadn't done one in forever. What is this? What we got going on here? So Luca said, been waiting to use 50% off. Yeah. For the at Kicker. Awesome deal. Man, that's really sick. Not sure if I should do 2 18s or 4 12s. 4 15s would be pushing it. 2 18s and 4 12s are very similar. I think the 4 12s has a tiny bit more cubes. But what it would come down to, they're so similar that what it would come down to is the shape of the space that you have. If you have a space that's long like this and kind of short, and 4 12s are going to work really well. But if you've got a space that's kind of short like this, but taller, then you won't be able to necessarily be able to put the 4 12s, but you can do 2 18s. So it's kind of going to come down to that baffle shape that you have to work with. Also, the specs on the 12s and the 18s will be slightly different. Even if they're as identical as they can be, you're going to have a lower FS on the 18s, and that's going to change the overall tune of everything. You're also going to, if you're running 4 speakers, you're going to be needing the power for 4 speakers. So it's going to be, roughly twice as much power to run 4 and get the same action out of them. And then there's the ohm loads and all that stuff. But they're trying to decide if you can swing it. Okay, if it's okay to put 2 18s in, I would recommend doing 2 18s. Just straight up, I would just go with 2 18s. It's going to be less expensive. I haven't looked at the prices, but it usually is. It's going to be less expensive. which even if you're saving 50%, that's still 50% you got to come up with. It's going to require less power, and you're going to have a lower FS, which means you'll be able to play lows a little bit better. That's my opinion. Okay, unless your situation has got you restricted to a rectangle, and you can't really do the upper, if that's not the case, I would run the 218s. Or 415s. If you could swing 415s, you're going to like that too. But if you can't, then the 218s would be my jam. Lucas said, can't wait for next year's Slamology. Yeah, we're not getting one this year. And I never get to go to the slams because traveling for me is really awkward for a whole bunch of reasons. Financially, one of them, and just medically, I have issues in that department that I have. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. But I still appreciate them, and I appreciate the media that comes out of it. This show, guys get out there, they shoot the videos. They get them all up on it. I get to see what happened and see who's doing who. But guys, guess what? Jerry from Jerry Ain't Loud now lives in Missouri. He lives a few hours from me over there on the east side of Missouri, but he lives right here in the state. And I'm hoping that at some point in the near future, we're able to have some collabs. I'd like to go over there and shoot some video at his place. So I'm still trying to, touch bases and get something going on. So heads up on that. That's a potential future thing, and we all like potential future things. We all like, things, as long as they make loud noise. Can't wait for next year's slam. So you're saying that the box will be shallow, but tall and wide. C-pillar. Shallow, front to back, meaning. Oh, you're going to the C-pillar. Okay, so you're going to you're going to C-pillar wall or a C-pillar kind of a wall. And then, of course, you have the depth issues. So the next thing to do would be figure out your port. Your port would be a thing. So if you have to have, if you have a depth restriction, okay, that means that your port is going to have to do a thing, right? It'll either be limited on its front to back length if you're running it in the center, or it's going to have to go in and turn. Maybe go into the bottom and then turn up, or go in from both sides, and something's going to have to happen. So that's a thing that might dictate what the positioning of the drivers and all that, because your port may push the drivers out, it may push them up, right? So you need to look at that. Honestly, the best thing to do is to get a hold of a genuine box builder, give them your dimensions, and let them decide for you, or to help you to decide whether or not you need to run 412s or 218s, because they're going to kind of do some quick box ideas in their head, and they're going to know whether one's going to be easier or more doable than the other. Just throwing that out there. But if you can do either one, I would do the 218s. Also, in the future, if you decide to blow that build up and go with more speakers and you don't have 412s, you have 218s, you can add 2 more 18s, and then you have 4 18s. Instead of having, 412s and I can add 2 more 12s, but I really want 18s, right? Now you got to get rid of those subs and get some more, like I had to do, which is a big pain in the butt. It's better to start out with the size that you want to grow into. That way, when you decide you do want to grow, because you will, because you're a bass head, you've already got a big old sub, so you can just add more big subs and you can continue to grow. That's just my opinion. And you're very much welcome. Bass Addict 91 showed up, and he is the thing. And Jason said Jerry cracks me up. Jerry is a crack up. I like him. He's a hell of a guy. Bass Addict's popping in the house. He is working on his truck, waiting on 4 15-inch Slapz audio Oblivions. See, finger, there it goes. My finger bone is not connected to my brain bone, so whenever I point, I'm going completely. It's not a mirror image. So the left hand does the right hand thing. It's weird. Try it sometime. It's not easy. But yeah, he's running the Slapz. And guys, I have been slamming the snot slinging shit out of these subs, and they are just absolutely giving it. They're doing work, baby. You're going to be very happy with those Oblivions, man. And then the other thing is, again, going with the sub that's the right size. You know, later on, you might step up to the Smackdowns, baby. I don't know. I mean, to be perfectly honest, though, damn, they just get down, man. You know, they just get down. Those Oblivions get down. I've got video on them just freaking just slinging. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure about the Hayanka subs. I've actually heard from a couple of different people that they're pretty dang good. I don't think they were designed to handle the power that we're doing, though. So there's limitations. But having run a whole lot of different subs, I would put these Slapz Oblivions up against anything else I've run. They're just handling it. Guys, I was doing some demos. I was playing them hard for like 20-30 minutes, just song after song after song, dropping 20 hertz, 25 hertz, 22 hertz, just shaking the snot slinging crap out of everything. Had the cops show up. And ended up giving one of the cops a little short demo, which is funny. The cops showed up for a sound issue because somebody in an apartment building down the street was complaining they couldn't sleep. They were day workers or night workers, right? So they called the cops. The cops show up. I'm not playing when they show up because I'm just chilling. And he's like, hey, I said, ain't that loud? Get on in. So he got in and I cranked it up on him. I just gave him like a 20-second blast, but that was all he needed. His brain was fried. He got out. He's like, yeah, man, well, you have a good day. I was like, you too, man. And he was saying that was the end of it. It was hilarious, man. So we that's how we roll, baby. That's how we get shit done. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dorian, DIY audio. What's happening, CAE? Dope to finally catch you live. Yeah, it is dope to have you in the chat, my friend. Base Static said they're definitely not designed for the power we're running at all. The Hayankas, yeah. I've been kind of impressed with. I mean, I've got a set of Hayankas, believe it or not, that I've had using them for computer monitors forever, and I had them on some power for a time. I mean, they're not bad speakers, guys. If you're looking for extreme budget, mids and highs, even a low end subwoofer, the Hayanka stuff is not bad. Don't try to throw crazy power at it, but it's really not bad. If you can get a good deal on it, it's not going to be something that just goes up in smoke the instant you put it on. It's going to give you some shit before it goes up. So they're not bad, and their mids and highs aren't bad either. I've been impressed with them. For the budget, but I'm still, if I'm going extreme budget, my king is still going to be Recoil, man. Recoil Audio, so far, I love my Slapz Audio subs. I love them. They sound amazing. I haven't got to listen to their mids and highs yet, so I can't rate them yet. For mids and highs right now on an extreme budget, right now, as of this moment, is Recoil Audio. Recoil Audio has really, really good sound in mids and highs, and they're really good budget-oriented speakers. So, and I don't have any. I tried to reach out to them. I wanted to rep with them because the product is amazing and the price is amazing. It's a great deal all the way around. I mean, you're getting a lot for the money that you're paying. You're getting a lot. We're talking about, like, if you go and buy some of these speakers and you spend $300-400 at whoever, you could spend 50 or 60 with Recoil and get the same level. It's a big jump, and so they're bringing good stuff. I don't have issue with that. And again, I'm not getting paid. I'm not sponsored them. They're not a sponsor. So, they're just good stuff, and the price is good. I will say this though: if you do buy a recoil, don't go to the robot in the cave, please, because that guy is messed up, and I'm not going to get into that. But just don't buy through him. He's bad news. Let's see what else. And basically says, I agree. Yeah, no doubt, man. Has anybody got anything else they want to throw at me today? Oh, yeah. You going to look into them? Yeah, man. Recoil, I think it was the MS 6.5s. If you're looking for just a straight pro audio mid, something just to launch the sound hard and get it hard, the MS 6.5s. Let me go check out. I'll give you guys a heads up. Give me just a second here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've been running. I got 4 of these guys I ran forever, and they. Oh man, there's so many. And they did absolutely phenomenal work. They're kind of weird. Yeah, that's them right there. It's the MS65. Here we go. I don't know if the price is listed here, but let me pull this up for you. What are we doing? We don't know what we're doing. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Add scene. I don't have a clue. See, if Andy was here, you'd have this under control, man, but he is not here, and so that's not what I wanted to show. That's why is it not doing that? I don't like when it does that. Add scene. Screen, and it just keeps doing this stupid screen. I don't want that screen. Stop sharing. Okay, maybe this will fix it. New scene. Nope, that ain't what we're looking for. Okay, that fixed it. Now we're jamming, baby. It takes me a minute. So over on Recoil Audio, these guys here. I'm gonna tell you when I got mine, they were like $20 a pair. I'm pretty sure that's how much they were. So they're $40. $20 you get a pair of these. Absolutely stupid. I mean, these things are great. I got 4 of them sitting over there on the shelf that I have put in 2 or 3 different builds and just banged the snot out of. I'm not running them right now because I am running the Gale Force Audio F1s as a test, and they have a tweeter in them and all that. These guys are phenomenal. Now the pole in here is not a stationary pole. That's like a dust cover. Okay, it moves with the speaker. All right. The thing is, they sound great, and I haven't had one blow. I give them all kinds of beans. I punish the crap out of them, and they sound phenomenal. Now it says the power, max power, 600 watts. No. I run them on 100. I think I run them on 200 watts for a while, but around 100 to 150 watts is what you want to put on one. So I would say a 4-channel lamp with 100 watts on. If you're running 2 in each door, a 4-channel lamp with 100 watts on each one is going to run you straight up out the cab. They get down, and they handle well. They handle power well. They don't blow easy, and they sound good. So I'm really impressed with them. So anyway, hopefully that helps you. That's the ones I recommend if you're trying to stay down. You can also get into their components. They have component sets that are just straight up killer, amazing stuff, and it's really good price. So let's see what else we got going on here, because my mouse and my bobber is all wonky. It's all wonky. Jay Shipe said, "What's up?" And Bass Addict said, "I'm on them. Thanks for the heads up." Yeah. Like I said, they also got coaxials. They have just check out Recoil in general. Just get all up in that. You're gonna be down with that. You will be impressed. Steve Smith said, I got the MS69 4P Echo Series. Yeah. And like I said, I can't complain. I beat the snot out of them, and I hadn't blown one. And I've blown a bunch of mids and highs. I don't blow subs, but I'm rough on mids and highs, man. I like to ZZ Top. I like to get down. I want the guitar to just light my freaking head up, and I want the drums to just bam, just boom, the stuff. I want to feel like I'm in the concert, and when you could feel the sound waves slamming into your body. That's how I like to roll. So if the drivers will take the abuse that I give them, yeah, they're kind of good. They're kind of doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I roll, man. Dorian Allen says, showing some extra love. I got you up on Facebook and the YouTubes. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I like it. I like a double barrel freaking situation, man. We're just going to fire from both sides, a left and a right. Bam, knocking the hell out. So basically, whenever you get done, go back and watch earlier in the live. I showed one of the boxes my homeboy's building for his stuff, and you're going to get a kick out of that. It's good stuff, man. Y'all got any more questions for me tonight? Because we're going to keep on rolling if we got questions. If not, I'm going to smoke this cigarette. Because I keep having to light it. It keeps going out, And I know I shouldn't smoke. If I could go back in my time, in my life, and change one thing in my whole life, it would, I made a bunch of stupid decisions in my life. If I could go back and change one decision that I made, it'd be to never pick up the first cigarette. But as it is, I've done this my whole life. My body don't even understand how that not works. I started at like 11. I literally am smoking my entire life. I don't even know. My body would freak the hell out without nicotine. Completely freaks out. J-Dog says, I got the Black Diamonds like Bass Addict had in his doors. Yeah. Good drivers, man. Black Diamonds, good stuff. Bought 4 6.5s in my doors. The ones with the small magnets, same as a DS18. Yeah. You're talking about the Neos, I think. Just lower wattage sometimes. 30 a pair. I want to try the PRV Neos. And nothing wrong with that, man. I would send you the B2. I got a B2. I got a discount code for B2. CAE. Use that. You save 10%. B2. Go to B2. Check their stuff out. If you're looking for some mid-high level, mids and highs, subwoofers, amplifiers, all that kind of stuff, B2's the jam. The prices are pretty good compared to the stuff that's comparable to them. And like I said, you get 10% off using my discount code. So I'm all about it. And I would definitely send you to B2 if you're wanting upper level mids and highs. Check out, compare them with what you got, with what you're looking at. Compare the prices, the specs, all the details, because they're not the same. And as far as there weren't Neos. I got you. Yeah, J-Dog says I got the B2 Rage 15 V3. Yeah, that's a badass subwoofer, man. I was gonna go with B2 on this build. I was gonna do a full B2 build, and the best deal I could get with them was 40% off. You may say, well, that's freaking awesome. That's an amazing deal. Yeah, but see, my budget is like this. And 40% off was like this, right? That's after 40% off. It was still here. My budget was like this. I couldn't do that. It just wasn't in the cards for me. Or I would absolutely be too slamming right now. Because you can never be too loud, baby. And we're kicking it with Andy tonight. And guys, repping one more time, if you don't watch Andy, Livin Loud with Andy, if you haven't ever checked out his show, he does it on Tuesdays and Fridays. He is the bomb. It don't matter if you like Kicker, if you don't like Kicker. you're still going to enjoy Andy's show. He talks about all kinds of cool stuff. He does all kinds of tests. He's got tests where he's checking videos and dyno and amplifiers, comparing subwoofers, doing all kinds of neat stuff. The cat's learned a lot, and since he's been at this, he's sharing the knowledge he has. He supports the bass community in a hardcore way. Get over there and subscribe to Livin Loud with Andy and check him out on Tuesdays and Friday nights. Oh wow, we got people are popping in and popping up. J-Dog said, I finally hooked up with that underhood lithium. Didn't even need my alt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lithium is a big freaking deal, dude. What's up, CAE? Been a while since I've even caught the live, but I'm here tonight. And it's a random live tonight. We're going live tonight, repping for Livin Loud with Andy because he's having some family issues and he's not going to be on tonight. I'm pretty sure. So I'm just up supporting the community that usually follows Andy. I'm going to let them guys enjoy a show tonight where you guys can all communicate with each other in the chat and everything. And it's just good to have something to fall on whenever something else breaks. You know what I'm saying? So showing the love, man. Just showing the love. And I appreciate you, Cadillac Don. This is the man, guys. This guy is really awesome. He's an awesome cat. So show the love. J-Dog said the 15 on Big Jeff was only $300 with Hi-Fi Vector code because he had a fat discount plus the Black Friday deal. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If you can get that stacking discount, catch that Black Friday, and that, all that at one time, that's a jam. That's nice. I mean, the time and everything is just right. It's perfect. But I wasn't in the situation where that was an option for myself. So you understand. Now, having said that, I have no problem. I have no problem whatsoever with the subs that I've got. These things are absolutely killing it. Slapz Audio, not to mention the support from the company, the people there, support they've given me, the constant back and forth. They're on top of everything. It's a really, really good organization and a really, really good product at an amazingly good price, and I am 100% behind them. J-Dog said I used your code for a fuse holder on Slapz. Yeah, they have a couple of fuse holders. They have some and then some fancy ones, and they have some distribution just a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit. Got the subs, got 2 lines of subs, and we got the 10s, 8s, and 6.5s, and I think a 4 I think coming. They're all going to hit very soon, so there's going to be mids and highs out the yang, and also got the amplifier line, the whole amplifier line. So they're an excellent company and good people, and I support them 100%. Very, very happy with my purchase and what I'm running. Anybody else have any questions for me? It's almost time for another cigarette. I appreciate that for using my coupon code, by the way. Thank you very much. Guys, if you use my coupon code, I get 10% of however much you spend. So you spend the same, it doesn't matter, but you save 10%, and then I get 10% of whatever you spend. It's a good deal for me. It's a good deal for you. It's a good deal for everybody. You support yourself by cutting 10% off of your purchase. You're supporting me by giving me 10% commission on your purchase. You're supporting the bass community because I'm able to keep doing this and pushing this content out there, and you guys can enjoy it. You can throw rocks at me. You can do whatever you want to do. I am just a car audio enthusiast. I am not a professional car audio installer. I'm not a car audio expert. I am just an enthusiast, and I am sharing my knowledge with people that have less and learning from people that have more. That's what I do. We all have to grow up into this, and it just takes time. It's not, you don't start out, building amazing systems. You start out by taping wires together and doing dumb stuff, with screwing stuff to things and breaking and wondering why your shit sounds bad. Because you still suck. You're going to get better, though. You just got to keep working at it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is to it. Emmett said, I stacked discounts on Black Friday and got my MVX 13.5 for $625. Nice. Nice deal, man. Dorian wants to know, Dorian, my hand is cramping. Do I still use the super cap? Right now, the super cap is in my storage. Not because it's broken, not because it's bad or anything like that, but I am supporting Trunk Thunder Lithium. So if you guys are familiar with Trunk Thunder Lithium, I am demonstrating, and every time I can, I demonstrate the fact that my whole system is supported by that one battery. Freaking amazing little battery. You know, it's a 20 amp hour battery, but it drops tons of power, and it's tiny. I can pick up the thing with 2 fingers, lift it up. It weighs a couple pounds, and it supports the entire 8,000 watt system without any problems. And to demonstrate that, I can't have anything else. You see what I'm saying? It's more of it's a thing. It's a work thing. Okay. But yes, I don't need it right now. I just don't need it in the system because I can run my stuff full tilt. I mean, just slam into the wall, maxed out on base, and look up at the voltmeter and it's saying 13.7, 13.5, 13.7, 14, 13.7, 13.5. Right in that area, it just never goes down. It's like there's a magical a fairy that keeps it from dropping. It just will not. It don't matter what I do, it will not drop down below that. It's crazy. So yeah, I don't need it right now, but I've got it and I have no problem with it. I just don't need it right now. Whoa. Okay, Dorian said, and if you had the option, would you buy another or add more lithium? If I had the option, yes, more lithium. It's ultimately, it depends on the lithium. You can't just go buy any lithium. It's got to be specific. What I'm running in there is the cells were from Chinese military vehicles. And you know it's cold in China. And so whenever they design their banks, their battery banks, they build them out of cells that can handle extremely cold temperatures. That's a thing. Trunk Thunder Lithium builds out of this type of stuff. He also uses medical grade balancers, so they stay balanced. And that's important because if you have a cell that drops too low and you got another cell that's high, you're trying to charge this cell, you'll overcharge this cell, or you won't never get this one charged. It's a real big problem. If they get out of balance, it's a big, huge issue. Medical grade balancers are balancers designed to balance the cells. For if you go into a hospital and you see those carts they push around with the little computers and crap on them, it's on wheels. You know, they roll it into your room and they plug it into the wall. Well, that thing has got a battery bank underneath it down there. That battery is there for if the power goes out or if they have to move you from one room to the other, it continuously provides power to those machines that are doing things to your body, right? Those systems are extremely delicate. As you can see, they're pretty important because you might die if it don't work right. So the medical grade balancer that they use keeps those cells nice and hot and nice and balanced. That's the same balancer that's in Trunk Thunder Lithium batteries. Like I said, it's the details. It's not just lithium. There's more stuff involved, and you have to. That's why I go through Trunk Thunder Lithiums, because he does all the research. He hammers these things and tests them hard. He gives them way, way more than they ever should take. He pushes them way beyond what he says they can handle, because he wants to make sure that they do exactly that. So, yes, more, but it would be Trunk Thunder Lithium. I don't need anybody else's equipment. Some of it may be just fine. I don't have an issue with it, but I know I can rely on his stuff. That's why I go through them. El Fuego says, hello from the Pacific Northwest. Hello, El Fuego is in the house. So glad to see you, my friend. You're a good people, and I'm glad you're here. And you know why I'm doing a show on Friday. You know why. And you guys be sure to tune in to Livin Loud with Andy on YouTube for his live show on Tuesday and Friday. And enjoy all the comedy, the information, the entertainment. You get to see Cookie Monster with his little feet going like this, because He's on a subwoofer. He has Cookie Monster sitting on a big ass subwoofer, bouncing up and down on the show. Guys, if you haven't been there, you need to go check it out. And he's a great cat. And all these people that you're seeing in chat, they're all going to be there. It's a great time. And El Fuego will definitely be there. Jay Snipes. Today I got my first adjustable DC power supply, 30 volt. Sweet. And I need to get one. I want to get one. Right now, whenever I do anything that would require that, I run a battery charger off of two North Star AGMs. They're the 300s, I think. They're really, they're the 80s. It's the North Star AGM 80s. So you look those guys up. I got that's what two of the batteries I was running in my Tahoe, and that's what my power supply is for whenever I do something that requires 12 volts inside the house. Is those two batteries in that, and I could probably run 5K amplifier off of them for 5 or 10 minutes before they finally took a dump. I don't know. They're pretty stout. They got a lot of storage. Well, guys, I do appreciate you for stopping by. If nobody has any more questions. Oh, wait. We do have one more from J-Dog. Let's see what's going on with J-Dog. Is Orion going to send you some stuff? Tell them you'll do it if they send you some beefy subs. Orion communicated with me. We went back and forth. They offered a deal, and I countered their deal. Their deal sucked. And I said, no, we're not doing that. We're going to do this. And I'm waiting to see what they respond with. And but they offered a deal. I didn't like it. It wasn't what I am fighting for a discount code for anything Orion. Okay, they were going to give me a small discount for just the items that they were going to send, and I said no, I want a discount code that works on anything Orion. And so that's one of the things we're fighting for. So I'm making sure I give you guys what you want, which is savings, right? We're going to take it to the limit. So we're still in the war, but it probably ain't going to play out. But if it does, it does. If it don't, it don't, man. I mean, I'm not going to cry about it. But Jay said, I've been using regular car charge for my lithium. It goes to 14.8. Now I can charge it. Yeah, see, if you're running lithium, you need to be able to charge it up to its voltage. Now mine, the truck and the lithium batteries that I am running, they charge at 14.8. 14.8 is actually their max. So they charge about the same level as the normal AGM does. But yeah, you definitely won't be able to do that. Anyway, guys, I have had an amazing, amazing time, and I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and y'all have a good time. Remember, go by, check out Livin Loud with Andy on YouTube. Look it up, Livin, Livin Loud with Andy. Look him up. For now, guys, peace.
CAE is in the house. Cruising down the road, bumping bass, feel the thrill. Subwoofers banging hard, yeah, we're making a scene. Windows down, hair flying, got the vibe, what a chill. Lights flashing bright, we're in a bass machine. With pretty ladies hanging tight inside this rolling show. Every car statement, yeah, we own this night. Let it blow. Get loud, turn it up to shake the ground. Get loud, feel the music all around. Get loud, yeah. Get loud, drop the bass on the crowd. Get low, get down, let it hit the ground. Turn it up, smell the smoke in the air. Crank it up all the way, like you just don't care. Float that hair. Feel the beat, feel the drive. Let that guitar feel alive. Bass pounding down the line. Move your body, breaks the time. Let it shake, let it roll. Kick drums echo in your soul. Deep vibrations, take control. Feel the music, make it whole.